Hi everyone, I'm Amy and welcome to my channel. This channel is all about merging spirituality and psychology so you can manifest your relationships. And this is the final video in my Neville Goddard series, and today we're going to be discussing why feeling is the secret. And as I've done in my previous videos, I definitely recommend this book with all of Neville's teachings in. And this series is just about Neville's main techniques and what my interpretation of these techniques are, and some successes that I've had with it, but also why we need to go a bit deeper and why really Neville's teachings are just the surface of what's really going on. So let's dive into feeling is the secret. So I've mentioned in a previous video how techniques are not what makes things happen, and it's not, because in my opinion, it is the feeling that manifests. It's the feeling that you have, the feeling that you want to feel, the feeling of having, of knowing it's done, of knowing that this is going to be happening for you, the knowing that this thing is absolutely for you, that feeling. And Neville's techniques are there to spark this feeling. It's there to really cultivate this feeling. So when you sat there doing sats, really, it's not the visualization that you need to be too concerned about. It's the feeling that it's giving you. And I remember when I was at the beginning of this journey and I was so desperate to speak to my ex, and I was trying to manifest a text message, and I've tried all the techniques. And until I understood that actually it's the feeling that's going to work here. So I would go into sats, I would feel the feeling of, oh, it's done. And I would spark that feeling and tap into that feeling throughout the day. And that is what Neville's teachings are. So one of his techniques is I remember when. That is a technique to get you into the feeling space of having what you want, because it is the feeling that's going to manifest. Because even with psychology teachings, thought plus feeling equals belief. And the more that you can feel into this and make that feeling grow throughout your body, you are going to start believing what you want to believe much quicker. But also we need to go a step further from that and say, okay, how do I act from this feeling? How do I actually embody the person that has the thing that I want or believes the thing that I want to believe? So you've got the thought and you've got the feeling, but you want to act from that feeling. And even with things throughout the day, make it normal. So when you're brushing your teeth, for example, spark that feeling. When you're having a drive, spark that feeling. And I remember one of the longer breakups that we had, this is what I did. I would think of the feeling and I would continue to tap into that feeling. I wasn't affirming for anything. I wasn't visualizing anything. I was just literally tapping into that feeling several times throughout the day. And what I wanted did happen. But because I hadn't taken it a step further into action, and how do I act? How do I show up as the person that has it? It never really stuck. I would go back into the old stories. I would go back into my old self. So now when I want to manifest something, I ask myself, how would I think, feel and act if I had this thing? And that is how you're going to embody the state of being that has what you want. It's not just about affirming. It's not just about visualizing. It's not just about sparking a feeling. You have to actually show up as that. If you're feeling or thinking one way but acting in the opposite way, all you're doing is you're just affirming that the old is true for you. You're just affirming that that thing that you want isn't there yet. When you take action from it, it doesn't need to be a big significant action, and asking yourself day to day, how can I show up more as that person that I want to be? And that is how you're going to manifest your end result. You are going to manifest that much quicker by actually becoming the person. So yes, there is truth to affirmations and visualizations and feeling, but in order to make things happen for you, you do actually have to, get out of bed every morning as that person and continue to shift into that state that you want to be in. And another myth is that you have to be in this state all the time. You don't. It's the state that you return to most that manifests. So yeah, let yourself be angry. Let yourself feel upset. Let yourself feel rejected. Let that pass, and then go back into your state. Then focus on your state. We don't want to suppress things. We don't want to use these techniques as a way to bypass what's really going on, because how we feel isn't wrong. We want to honor those feelings, but then move back. Keep on continuing to go back into that state, that desired state. So I hope you enjoyed this series. Any questions, pop them in the comment box below, and I will see you in the next video.